So I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm going to try and do this a little bit quicker than the other two that I've tried to do. Tea changes. I've been on it for, today was my 6th week. Yeah, 6th week. I can't really tell that many changes. I've got facial hair coming in like right here. This is coming in a lot thicker than what it used to be, and same for down here. Here and here I could probably shave of a morning before I go to work and when I go home for lunch. But I don't. Voice, I can't tell that much of a difference. Other people have kind of asked me if I've got a cold or something like that, but I have had a cold off and on. I've always had hairy arms, hairy legs, hairy toes, hairy knuckles. So, nothing big there. I'm not getting the acne that everybody has warned me about. Libido hasn't really changed at all. I'm still, I always been, I guess. It did speed up a little bit when my girlfriend was here, but I think that's kind of normal. What else? As far as tea, that's really all I got. But I do have a question kind of about needles. My doctor told me to use a 21 gauge, but when I went to the pharmacy, they gave me a 25 gauge, and I didn't notice that until I got home. It's like a 25, 1.5 inch, which I'm pretty sure that's what I'm tearing my leg up on, because when I use that one, and it's always in my right leg too, I'll think, well, you know, maybe it's just I didn't do it right. Well, I'm trying to push it in, and I'm all wiggling and kind of jabbing it in there, and I think it's tearing the muscle. That's why it hurts so much. But today I did it with I drew with an 18 gauge and injected with a 20 gauge, and it kind of bled a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it hasn't hurt at all today. Last week, or the last week before last, whenever I did it, I could barely walk on my leg. But again, I used that 25 gauge, and I was kind of jiggling around because it's hard to push because the tea's so thick. I guess my question is if the 20 gauge feels a little bit too big still. I'm kind of thinking of going to the 21. Then again, I'm thinking that it might not make that much difference. So I don't know. I guess that wasn't really a question. That was more of a ramble. That's it for tea changes. I mentioned that I do have a girlfriend. That's a new development. We met on a journal site. Not I don't remember the name of it now. Live Journal wasn't there. It's on a different one. She seems to get me pretty well. She's really interested in learning all the trans stuff, and she's bi, so she says that trans is really the way for her to go because she gets the best of both worlds. Still not real sure how I feel about that, but I really like her, so you know, she's trying, and you can't really ask much more from anyone. My mom, I still haven't told her that I'm on hormones yet. I need to. I was going to. She said she's going to have a mental breakdown or nervous breakdown if I did start, and that kind of teetered me off from telling her. I'm kind of hoping that since I've been on her a while, it'll put the fears that she had away, because her whole thing was she was afraid I was going to change. And as far as my personality, I don't see that much difference. I am more willing to speak my mind now. It takes a little bit less to piss me off than what it used to. Before it was just like whatever, everything rolled off my shoulders. Now I'll stand up. If you really piss me off, then I'll stand up. Instead of just going off by myself and cooling off, I'll tell you that you're fucking pissing me off. I don't see that as a bad change though, because people have always told me that I don't stand up for myself, which I hate confrontation, which is why I don't. And now it's not that I want to fight, it's just that if someone's doing something that is upsetting me, I'm going to let them know. I need to find another job because I am not out at work, and I'm getting really tired of having to do the whole double life thing. I kind of want to find a new place to live too, and change my name, legally change it. That's going to be another feat for later dates, though, I think. There's really not much going on. In the process of writing a book. I've got my editor. We're tossing back and forth between two books. I'm writing a nonfiction and a fiction at the same time. One of them is a love story. The other one is about being trans. Imagine that. I wrote a magazine article for Powerhouse magazine, and it was a trans article. And I really don't want to do the nonfiction book because I don't want being trans to be all that I'm known for. I'd rather do my fiction book first and then do my nonfiction. But whatever, I do what I'm told to do, because if I don't, I won't get my bonus. And I'd really like to use my bonus to have surgery done, if at all possible. God, that's about it, I guess. Tomorrow I'm going to Tulsa. Yay. Because my mom all day, so I'm kind of thinking about breaking it to her tomorrow. My girlfriend, I flipping miss her, and it's crazy. We don't really talk that much. Like, she doesn't like talking on the phone, so we don't talk a lot on the phone. We text here and there. She's pretty busy. Me, not so much busy. She's hoping by the end of the summer that she can move here, but again, that depends on my book and the money that I'll get from that, so that she can come up here and I can take care of her. Which I can't do that on the job that I have now. Don't get me wrong, I get paid fairly well, but it takes everything I have to pay my bills. So, probably why I'm not always busy. That's about it. I don't have that much going on. I'm sure there was more.